Move back
hmm
in with your parents?
Yeah, because I was just like collecting unemployment during the pandemic or whatever, just sitting around doing nothing, smoking meth and playing Killing Floor 2. And once my unemployment like ended or whatever, I just couldn't get off the fucking kick the drugs or whatever, and never got a job, so I just wound up losing my home.
Oh, geez,
So I
you
moved
had
back.
a pretty huge fall off there.
Yeah, well, from living the good
Turn the
life,
sound up. It was
and
echoing a little bit. I could hear it.
yeah, maybe a little. Doesn't bother me because I'm hard of hearing, so I can't hear very well to begin with, so.
Say that again?
I said I'm hard of hearing. I'm like 80% deaf, if
Oh,
you didn't
really?
know. Yeah, I was born with a hearing loss. I was just saying I can't really hear too well, so like shit like that doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, my first question would have to be like, how, what, why did you, have this long break from, KF2? Is it just like the people, or is it something else?
It's usually the drugs, cause I don't know why, but it's just like a podcast question.
Oh
Either way,
yeah,
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
I've been doing this with multiple people, Procore and all those guys. Just talk about the game and stuff like that. If there's any questions you feel like you don't want to answer, you don't have to answer them. This is free. This is
Yeah. I
completely
don't care. You could tell.
unsolicited.
I was
Free
curious.
to say whatever you want.
I don't know, me personally, I'm just weird, and like whenever I use meth, I play Killing Floor 2, and I just like have a heavy, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? They just go hand in hand with one another. Like whenever I use meth, I play Killing Floor 2, so if I'm not using meth, then I don't really play Killing Floor 2, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And obviously, I don't know, meth's a hard drug, so I try to like, I'll use it for some time and I try to stay off it for 6 months. Obviously, like let my body fucking heal and whatnot, so I'd say usually like I play Killing Floor 2 for like 6 months while I'm using, and then like I don't use for 6 months and I'm usually not on Killing Floor 2.
Right, that's understandable. With this new update coming up, do you think you're gonna check it out, or just like if you're not gonna be interested because I know it's gonna be a recycle of the two weapons and a new map type thing?
Yeah, I don't even know anything about the update. I guess you could tell me anything more about it, but I'd
Well,
definitely be looking forward to it, definitely.
yeah, well, the new guns are gonna be like, well, there's only gonna be one gun. It's gonna be a shrink ray, and the other thing is gonna be like this drone that shoots turrets and missiles and stuff.
That's pretty dope. I gotta ask you actually, did they stop with like the seasonal content? Like you know how they did like I don't know whatever the 4 seasons and they usually did a map and the seasonal objectives or whatever. Is that like they did away with that? I'm just
Uh,
curious. 'Cause I haven't been on in a long time, so
yeah,
the
they're
last
still
time I
doing the
played was like
seasonals.
Christmas.
I think they're gonna. My assumption is they're gonna keep pushing that along and for a couple more years. And I don't know what's going to be happening then. I don't know what the future of this game holds, but I only expect a few more updates and
Right.
probably I mean everybody else has been expecting a new game, but I don't know if that's going to be true or not.
Right. Right. What was the original question again?
Hmm?
Something about the update. I don't
Oh, you answered it. Like I was
know.
just asking you like how you feel about it, and you said you've been off for a while and you haven't been keeping up.
Right. Well, I'll definitely be looking forward to the update, and I'll definitely check it out at some point. Like I said, it's actually funny that you asked that first question because it's actually been like probably 6 months, and I would probably be like relapsing and using meth and playing Killing Floor 2 right now. But because I don't have an apartment at the moment with my own place. I obviously haven't been going that route. I don't want to be like using drugs at my parents' place. So.
Hey,
Otherwise, probably.
I'm living with my dad too, man. So we're on the same page there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just hard because I had my own place, so I know what it's like to like have my own place, and now like living with my parents again. It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. I used to have my own place, and then the money budget thing got to me, and then I had to move all my stuff here, and then I'm probably gonna go back to school sooner or later, and then I'm gonna be moving all my stuff in my dorm whenever I already got accepted and everything. So going there in August. Just had to play the
Yeah,
waiting
good
game.
for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shit.
But I wanted to ask a more like one more personal question. Again, you don't have to answer if it's like you
Cool.
don't feel comfortable answering it. But there have been like multiple allegations. Like everybody coming out and saying like you're uh, calling people out over dumb stuff on there, and just like everyone's calling you a pedo and whatnot. And I just wanted to hear it from you. I just wanted to hear the truth from you. Like you're not actually like a pedo or anything.
I'm definitely not actually a pedo. I will admit I kind of did like have feelings for a girl that was underage, and unfortunately I just had feelings for her before I like found out her age. I don't know. Tell people it's not like I ever wanted to be a pedophile, and I'm not a pedophile because it's the only underage girl I've ever been involved with, and it's not like I'm fucking predating underage fucking women, girls, whatever.
So it was just an
I,
honest mistake on your end.
it's an honest mistake. I would admit I was in the wrong. Unfortunately, I was not at my best when I met this person. I was on bad drugs. I was on meth. And the reason why I became so attached to this girl is because she was fighting for me to get off meth and for me to, to get clean. And I became attached to her after that. And unfortunately, she was underage, and that just sucked. And like I said, I got really attached to her, and then obviously shit went south, and she just wanted to get away from me, and I wouldn't let her go. And I feel like that's when the whole pedophile bullshit came out, just so she can get away from me.
So in that instance, like basically what you're saying, she was trying to help you. You
Overcome my drug
felt
addiction.
more attached to her whenever she was trying to help you, and then problems were occurring with the friend relationship, or I don't know what you would call it then, but you guys eventually like do not talk to
We
each
just
other.
started fighting more. Yeah, now we don't unfortunately talk to each other anymore. I will say it's probably one of the biggest regrets of my life that I unfortunately wasn't at my best when I came into contact with that girl, JBA or whatever.
Yeah. Well,
And I
my
really mean
philosophy
that.
is I never regret anything. I would change things, but I never regret. Uh,
Yeah.
but how
I
old
regret
was the
losing
girl when
that,
she was helping you at the time?
from what I know, 16.
Oh, okay. So she's probably overage now, like 18. I don't know how many years it's been,
I don't know.
but okay. So, uh, if you do make a return to on killing floor, and you'll see people that I still see people that like don't like me all the time. Like Woe recently started hating me over stuff. Ever since I made that tournament, like I've been getting a lot of hate from people. Just from them, like the tournament not being fair and everything. Like, uh, my question is, if you make a return back, do you think you're gonna get flooded with all that hate?
Absolutely. I mean, unfortunately, it just comes with anything, we do in life. There's always going to be people that are haters, and it's just the way it is. You can't please everybody, and that's One thing that troubles me because I'm a people pleaser and I try to do my best to please everybody, but you know, you really can't.
Yeah. I'll admit, like the first time I started playing this game, I was kind of shy just talking to people. It was like I don't even know like my first Hell on Earth game, but that's slowly when I started making friends with Force and Cherokee Rock Base when he was playing at the time, and like all those other guys, and it was great. Then slowly but surely, when I started getting more into this game, like yeah, that's when bridges were bound to be broken. You know, like not well, I wouldn't say bound, but just people slowly cutting me off due to reasons or whatever. But
Yeah, that was, I don't know, the part I didn't like about it as I got more into it. It was just people wouldn't play with certain people, and I don't know, I just hate how the games kind of become like that. I definitely, I don't know, would like to think more about that question, and the other one that I gotta ask you what exactly you ask again, the pedo one or whatever, because that question really does mean a lot to me, and that girl does mean a lot to me. And I'm just really sorry how that shit turned out, but I guess it is what it is.
yeah,
It's just really sad how we can't just come together and just play a game and show love. It's not.
yeah. Well, there's just people that play a certain way, and if you don't play their way, and it's just you probably might get kicked or something. Or there's more like sensitive people on this game. Yeah. Uh, It's amazing because it's such a small community that has a lot of like cliques. Like you got Mystery Rushers group, you got Word for Words group, and then you got just like these sensitive people like Delicate Assassin that'll just like no just won't even talk like if you just make jokes. Like got kicked just for making a joke. Imagine if everybody else was like that, imagine if like Draciro or Forsen, like I don't know, like I'm just naming some of my friends, but like imagine getting kicked just for like telling a joke. Have you ever thought about like just doing a whole new identity change just to avoid that, or you just still staying with this account? Okay. Yeah, it's fair enough. There have been multiple times when I thought about changing my name, uh, but just due to all this hate and whatnot, that's when like I downloaded the game on computer, and I still kept the same username that I did on the PC. Uh, and even though I'll admit, like people are much nicer there, even though it is a much larger community. But even though I'm just getting started, I would think it was a lot more fun. Yeah. Um, so, uh, I when I was gonna ask, where were you at on time? We're 15 minutes in time. I don't know how long you wanted to stay. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, we'll be done by then. But like, if you were to like rank yourself, when you were playing this game, like how I would want to say how good did you think you were, like compared to everyone? Where would you rank yourself? Oh, okay. Okay. Um. So leading on to that question, who do you think is number one in your mind? Like when I say number one, I'm not talking about like what you've seen necessarily. I'm talking more about like who do you think will survive like in a very like competitive situation, maybe like if it was like endless like 50 or 60 wave where you see nothing but scrakes, quarters, flesh pounds, who do you think will survive most in that situation, like that guaranteed uh would probably clutch it? Because I would say like I would, from if you were asking me at my top five, I think Andresco would be up there. Um, I definitely think Rapkurst would be up there as well. Uh, like you said, there are so many people to choose from, even though it is a small community. But yeah, I know Forsen is getting a little better, but I would probably put him like 20, 25. Uh, I think Luis Eduardo is up there. Okay. Seems like you're going for the more like gunner skilled players, which isn't bad as well. But She did start streaming, you said. Yeah, I mean, uh, I haven't noticed her. But I mean, I do play with her on and off, but yeah, when I made that top 10, back it was months ago. That's what'd you say? Yeah, I did. There are a few people that I left out, sure, but I'm not gonna have every single person's like username in my head and just say, "Oh, you should be here, you should be there." Uh, but I'm just looking at like from best in my mind to 10, and that's kind of how some people were left out, I guess. Yeah, I understand. Uh, but this was like after the tournament, and there were like 20 or 30 new players that caught my eye, and like I felt the need to put in there as well. So, um, but, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I know Sleepy. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Good player. Um, yeah, Gardner and Jax mostly play the. So, with my next question being, because I've done with this with Suidum, I've done this with Black Gretzky, I've done this with Procore, I've done this with. I plan to do this type of thing with a lot of other people that play the game too, and I just wanted to know, like, is there ever gonna be a time where like you just gonna just quit cold turkey on this game, or are you just gonna have it, or just keep playing it from time to time? Okay. Okay. What do you think the state of the game is at now? Yeah, same here. I mean, not like you know the time span that like you hopped off or on, but yeah. I think the state of the game now is just like it's kind of just using this recycling process where like we know what's coming, and we kind of want to see something new, and I don't think we're gonna get anything that's like new over the top or anything like that. I think the most realistic thing that I've wanted that never came was like a harder difficulty than the hardest, like Hell on Earth. I would think they would make like a nightmare difficulty or something like that.
Did they ever? I know they made what was it? They made the weekly. What was it? Like all absolutely hard. But they made that weekly was like AAH or whatever. I don't remember. It was supposed to be harder than Hell on Earth. They never made that difficulty. Like they never made it Hell on Earth so the hardest was it?
Abandon all hope. Yeah, that's a thing.
The abandon all hope. Is that just a weekly
Yeah.
still, or did they make that a difficulty? Like
No, it's a
still just a
weekly.
weekly?
Yeah.
Even when I stopped playing, I was around when that came out, and I heard people were saying they were going to make that like the next hardest difficulty, but it's sad that they never did. Yeah, I thought they did, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh. Yeah. I was just gonna just reiterate on that, but I actually forgot what I was gonna say. But uh. So uh.
Also, if you ask me, the one thing that I really think this game should do is they just need to fix the matchmaking. They need to fix to find the gaming process. Is what I think. They just need to. So like, what they should do is just make 3 servers. They have like what Australia and just make 3 servers: Europe, U.S., and Asia. That's it, and then just make like 4 league and 10 league for like length. Like they just need to simplify the server so people can find each other easier. Because I feel like, and honestly, I feel like they should probably get rid of like the objective mode, but I guess it doesn't matter whether they keep it or not. But I just feel like they need to do something with the matchmaking to like simplify it and like not make it so specified, like what's how many leagues. Like I feel like if they knocked out 7 league games and just made it 4 10 league, or even just knocked out 4 league and 7 league and just only had 10 league games, or did something like that. Just 10 league USA usually, and then Atlas as well. Something like that. That's what I feel like they need to do. I
Right.
feel like that would like help the game a lot, but obviously they're not going to do it. So that's just something I always personally thought they really needed to do was just to fix that matchmaking. You know, like maybe like simplify the modes or like get rid of some of the modes of the 7 league.
Yeah. There are some changes that there are some things that do need a huge change, and there are some things that just haven't been changed that I think that are well off on their own. But I think one of the things that they need to get rid of is like the abomination boss and just replace it with a harder boss. I think it'll be
I would agree with that.
yeah.
Absolutely. They just find a way to make them harder. Like there used to be a bug where there were like 2 layers. I'm sure there was like 2 layers. You know, I don't know. I just feel like fighting the domination, scoring on 2 layers or shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was.
Uh,
I would agree with that. It's just,
yeah. Uh, Mega Paladin is responding with Pikachu, like Pokemon emojis right now. And my thing is blocking the chat log. Um, but yeah, I've seen you playing Destiny 2, and I don't have Dying Light 2, but I've definitely want to get into some newer games. Actually, the game that I just bought was Fantasy Star Online 2, but that was like a false advertising thing because when I put the game disc in it, switched over to Fantasy Star Online New Genesis, and I don't know why that was. It was advertised as Fantasy Star Online 2, but it just like when I put the game in, it was a totally different game. Yeah. Big Paladin said he was expecting a giant spider Zed boss for the crawler weekly. I could probably see that happening, like a giant arachnid type boss, or just like shoot gas bombs at you, or just I don't know, shoot spider webs. Well, well yeah, that's what that's what Procore said. Yeah, he yeah, Poker definitely had that one in mind. I said that wasn't a bad idea. One of my more it would definitely be cool to to give the Firebug melee weapons. Because I don't think the Firebug has any melees. Yeah. Well, they could make the lightsaber like a hybrid weapon for the Joker and the Firebug. Yeah. Yeah, I've been grinding on Dead by Daylight and Rocket League and Apex for the most part, but you know I have my opinions, so I'll leave it at that. But I have Back for Blood. Yeah, it's a good game. Final boss is more difficult than when they think, you know, because you'll have to fight all these tentacles like on the streets, and then this big giant freaking Zed zombie boss or whatever comes out of the ground, and you'll have to go underground just to kill it, walk through all this stuff. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a good game. uh, yeah, 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 it's not like a lot of people wanted me to make this, but I just do this for my own entertainment. I just like wanted to add something new to my content. I just feel like I do gameplays all the time, just try to do challenges, and I just thought I'd add this cool little series to the mix and see that would take me. Obviously, I like exploring the minds of different people and them sharing their thoughts on things. Yeah. I try not to, but if you do push someone too far, then basically cutting yourself short there, walking off the ice. Uh, yeah. Um, but yeah, it does open up more to the players, and there's I forgot who I did this with. I know I did it with Surodam, Procore, did it with Blackgutsky. I forget who I first did it with though. Uh, Probably had to have been one of the more bigger ones, bigger people that play this game. But yeah, I haven't done any females, so I haven't done, like I haven't done a podcast with a female player yet. So thinking I might do that pretty soon. My latest video was like a share play, or like not a share play, but a share factory video, where me, Force and Draciro were playing medic, support, and demo, but we had all our weak skills on. So I basically had like all right, and when we had to play with the weak skills. And it was a 4-wave that I was just running around like oh jeez. I have not yelled this much. I've just been panic grenading like lockdown 4-way hell on earth, and I didn't think I'd get away with it, but I did. But yeah, I try to like explore new portal spots too, if I can. I mean, I've done like some challenges where it's just full weight tolerant descent, only using fire grenades, only using medic nades. Even though I had to constantly be trying, but yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I definitely wanted to want to see more. That'd be cool if they added custom maps in PS4, because that's the other reason why I like playing on PC. Because like just seeing all the different maps and just like going in there and just exploring, like I said. Oh yeah. They have this one acid map. They have this the back rooms map where it's like mostly yellow. Where it just leads you into different hallways. There's one just like a bowling alley map where it's just one lane. The trader is just like there's a wall behind you, and the trader is just like one of these the freaking cashier or whatever. Uh, yeah. Uh, I have never played the first one ever. I've seen people play it. I've never. I've never. Yeah, I've only seen people play it. I heard there's only one Patriarch boss. In like its human form, whatever. But yeah. No, I don't know. Just I just wanted to get into more games really. Now that I got this new PS4 that doesn't make the U.S. Airlines noise every time I turn it on. Uh, yeah, that's what more people are leaning towards. And like, I'm probably just gonna stick with PS4 because I got all this new stuff where I got a new controller. I got just just basically all this new stuff. This Elgato, like this TV, new. Well, the laptop's not really new, but like I got so much new stuff on my PS4, and I really don't think I should be giving it up because I've invested so much money into it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like I would like to bring back this, make a series where people don't play anymore. Like Highlander hasn't been playing anymore. I would like to do an interview with her one time and just explore that with her. Uh, who did that? Hmm. Yeah. The only time I could remember having a interaction with her was in one of the tournaments where her super fantastic Cherokee were playing on a team, but they lost the first round. And then Highlander came out to me and told me that Mystery Rush was cheating, and I said, "How was he cheating?" And she basically said, "Well, uh, he basically sent her a message where Highlander reached out to him and said, 'We need more players on the team. Do you want to join?' And Mystery Rose said, 'Well, I can't really join because I don't have the time.' And then, uh, like a week later, when the tournament began, Team A had Mystery Rush on their team. So I had to kind of lay down some ground rules because everybody's saying it wasn't fair. And basically, I hated to do it, but I just had to like disqualify them. I mean, I wanted to. I just like it's just a level of like I don't know. Maybe I was just like trying too hard or trying to be fair as possible, but can't. Just like you said, you can't please anyone, everyone. But it's the actions that caused my reaction to lead people to do that, to have so much hate towards me, and yeah, that really sends like a indication, like where yeah, maybe I shouldn't like do something like that anymore. Maybe I should just like lay back and just kind of play like on my own time or just with like just go on normal or hard mode and play with players. Hmm. Yeah. 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 I mean, I guess that's my like. I think that's the reason why like so many people don't have mics. Is just because they don't want to deal with some of the backlash. And like the only reason I have a mic is just to make call outs and stuff like that. And it's like, are you gonna like like, let somebody know and soak things up if you don't have a mic? It's whatever. That's crazy. Yeah. I've never traveled outside of the U.S. ever. I would like to go to Mexico or whatever. Some place like hot and where it has good food. Yeah. Uh, some places like like there was this one shop, this one Mexican shop where like it wasn't in Mexico, but it was like somewhere in like New York or whatever. But they were selling these like sticks of corn that had like this mayo paste. They would put paprika in it and like all these other spices and like deep fried it. And I tried it and it was actually really good. Yeah. Uh, well, we're at 52 minutes in time. We could go another 8 minutes and just push for that hour, or if you just want to end it here, we can do that too. All right. Yeah. I think this dragged this on long enough, but yeah, it was nice having you on here. Just asking you some questions about the game. Some questions, not so much, but yeah, it was nice having you on, Captain Snow. Yeah. Mega Paladin said, "Wait, Chai, what could Snow say to play community as to say to them?" I think Mega Paladin is saying, "What could you do? What could you do or say to play with the community as to them for the PlayStation community?" I think what he's asking is like, what would you say to the PlayStation community? I feel like they tried to convince you to come back or whatever. I don't know what you're trying to say, Mega Paladin. If that was accurate enough, I don't know. I think he's basically saying like, what kind of message would you try to say to the people if you were to come back? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well said. Couldn't agree more. I mean, yeah. Uh, hope that answered your question, Mega Paladin. And guess we'll wrap it up here. And I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that will be. Okay. See you guys. See. Later.